Welcome back. This is From the Couch Sports, back with another daily video. Today in sports. Today we got a couple things going on the NBA front. Starting the morning off, we had Marcus Smart sign a 4 or 5 year extension with the Boston Celtics. I actually really like the move on Boston's part. I think Marcus Smart is a perfect complementary player. He's among the best in the guard position at playing defense, and he's developed more so as a pick and roll type player. He's not really the best 3-point shooter. You'd wish that he could shoot threes better, but he's not terrible. He will occasionally knock down the jumper from the 3-point line, and he plays the game with a ton of passion, and he's one of those guys that you need to have on a championship team. You see those. I think it was Magic or Rob Pelinka the other day was talking about how, they brought in these Lance Stevenson and JaVale McGee and Rondo and, these high-energy, experienced veteran players, and it's exactly what Marcus Smart is. He's one of the best at his position. He fits perfectly. They have the whole Kyrie. They got Terry Rozier as the backup point guard, and then Marcus Smart's the perfect fit at shooting guard. He's perfect for the second unit. I think they had a positive. I want to say they were positive and plus minus when he was on the court in the playoffs, and they were actually negative with him off. Could be wrong with that. If I am wrong, call me out on it. But besides that, we saw the Oklahoma City Thunder. They traded Carmelo Anthony, a first-round pick, and they sent him to Atlanta. And Atlanta ended up receiving a player from Philly, and they also sent somebody. Oh, they sent Dennis Schroeder over to OKC. So OKC got better. I mean, they just added a terrific backup point guard and Dennis Schroeder, and then Atlanta bought Melo out. So pretty much they just traded Melo for. It's almost like they just gave up Dennis Schroeder for a first-round pick, because Melo's pretty much already been waived by Atlanta, and he's looking like he's most likely going to sign with the Houston Rockets. I've been talking about this throughout the offseason. I don't think he's a huge upgrade over Trevor Ariza in the sense that he can't play defense. He's not really a good pick-and-pop 3-point shooter, but he does give them a third scoring option, someone who can just go and get a bucket. And that's something Melo has always been able to do throughout his career. Terrific mid-range game, terrific ISO ball, and that's a lot of what the Rockets play too. I don't know exactly how he will fit in that system. The other big question, this is something that hasn't even been brought up too much within the sports media as far as like ESPN, Fox News, all that kind of stuff, is the fact that Melo played a year with Mike D'Antoni in New York, and they did not get along at all. It was a nightmare. So I'm wondering, is that even somewhere he's going to entertain? Because obviously from past experiences, he could not get along with D'Antoni. They don't like each other. So I'm not even sure if that's something that's going to happen. I get the other team that was rumored in the Melo sweepstakes was Miami Heat. So I guess the OKC Thunder during Summer League, they gave him permission to meet with a couple teams. One of those teams being the Rockets, the other team being the Heat. The rumor is that the Rockets want him to run the second unit, that he'll come off the bench. And as a lot of people know, Melo refuses to do that. I mean, this is a dude who, at one time in his career, he was one of the best players in the league. If you guys remember back in 2010, the Knicks practically mortgaged their entire future. They traded like 8 or 9 players. They traded an insane amount of talent just to get Melo. So you're going from a player like that to pretty much traded for a 2022 first-round pick. That's nuts. No, actually, they didn't trade Melo for the 2022. OKC sent the 2022 first-round pick. But regardless, Dennis Schroeder, I mean, he's a below-average point guard in the NBA today. You trade him for Carmelo Anthony, who once was one of the best players in the league. They were trying to form a dynasty out there in New York with him and Amari. Obviously, he's not going to want to come off the bench. And I think Miami could be an intriguing option for him because, you know, you got Pat Riley, you got Eric Spoelstra. They have a good coach, good system, and that's a team that he probably starts for. He might even be one of the top, you know, he might be the best player on that roster. It's kind of a funny team because there's no clear-cut superstar. You just have a lot of really good players like a Hassan Whiteside, who I was really disappointed with in the playoffs. But you got Goran Dragic, you got James. You got the small forward. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. It's been a long day. But they got plenty of talent, and I think Melo could potentially go there. But at the end of the day, I see him going to Houston. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Send me a DM if I was completely wrong about some shit. Just let me know. Call me out. Like always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys back tomorrow with another daily video.